I heard the suitcase hit the stairs before I even saw her. A heavy, careless thud, like something dead being dragged. "I'll be gone for the week," Maya said, not looking at me as she zipped the last compartment. "Don't wait up. Don't call." Then she added, almost laughing, "And if you don't like my choices, that sounds like a you problem." I should have said something, asked something, screamed something. But my brain stalled the same way it did the night my father told me he was leaving. Gray noise, collapsing thoughts, the metallic taste of panic. All I managed was, "A week? With who?" Her eyes flicked toward me, impatient. "Come on, Daniel. Don't insult both of us." Her phone buzzed. The way she smiled at it, small, secretive, already gone, told me what her mouth wouldn't. I wasn't losing her. I had already lost her. She walked out before I found my voice again. The front door shut with a click soft enough to sound polite, cruel enough to feel final. The silence that followed was suffocating. I sat on the bottom step of the stairs she just descended, hands in my hair, trying to breathe through the chaos hammering against my ribs. "You don't know anything yet," I told myself. "Don't jump to conclusions. She might be what? Working? Visiting a friend? Having a spiritual retreat?" Lies tasted bitter even inside my own head. She had been slipping away for months, but I had pretended not to see it. The late-night showers. The new perfume she never wore for me. The way she guarded her phone like it was a dying bird in her palm. The sudden work dinners she left dressed like she was going on a date. There were signs everywhere. I had simply blinded myself. But this, an entire week with another man, was no longer a sign. It was a verdict. And yet I still needed proof. For hours I sat in the house alone, replaying every interaction we'd had over the last year. Every argument, every distant glance, every moment when I sensed something was wrong but told myself love meant trusting the person you married. When I eventually went to our bedroom, something felt different. Emptier. Colder. I opened her closet. Half her clothes were gone. The good ones, the ones she used to save for anniversaries and weddings. She'd packed like she wasn't coming back. I don't know how long I stood there gripping the hangers like they could anchor me. The room smelled faintly of her perfume. It made my eyes burn. By midnight I was pacing the living room, restless, drowning in questions. Should I call her? Should I pretend nothing was wrong? Should I confront her? Should I follow her? Then her phone, her tablet actually, lit up on the coffee table. She'd forgotten to log out. For a full minute, I stared at it like it was a bomb. Touching it felt like crossing a line, but so did her leaving with another man. Eventually, my shaking fingers opened the messages. His name was Caleb. The first thing I saw was a photo, Maya taking a mirror selfie in the lingerie I bought her last Christmas, the one she said made her uncomfortable. The caption, "Should I bring this or will you tear it off before we reach the hotel?" My stomach convulsed. Next were the voice messages. His voice, warm, confident, unhurried, said, "Room is booked. Private balcony. Ocean view. Bring that smile I like." Her reply was a laugh I hadn't heard directed at me in months. "I can't wait to get away from him. He's so predictable." Predictable. A word meant to sound harmless but carried the weight of contempt. I scrolled up, my vision blurring, reading conversations that stretched back months. Plans made. Jokes shared. Secrets exchanged. Their messages painted a picture of two people intoxicated with each other. In those texts, Maya was alive, vibrant, electric. With me, she had been dim, distracted, exhausted by the effort of pretending. At 3 a.m. I found one message that hollowed me out completely. "Caleb. Does he suspect anything? Maya, he's clueless. He still thinks I love him. Still." As if it were something she used to do long ago, like an old hobby she'd grown bored of. I set the tablet down gently like it was fragile, though I felt anything but gentle. My insides felt twisted, sharp, boiling. Anger rose, then fell, then rose again with a violence that scared me. And yet beneath it all was grief. A deep, seismic grief that felt like drowning under a frozen lake. By dawn I hadn't slept. I walked through the house aimlessly, touching things she used every day. The coffee mug with the chipped handle, the jacket she always left draped over the sofa, the plant she forgot to water unless I reminded her. Everything felt ghosted with her absence. Everything felt like it lied to me. At noon my phone buzzed. A text. From her. 4 words. Landed safely. Don't wait. No heart. No warmth. No guilt. Something inside me snapped, not violently but quietly, like the slow breaking of a small essential bone. I typed back. Will you come back? The dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Then her final message came. Let's talk when I return. There's something we need to discuss. Need to discuss. Cold. Clinical. A prelude to an ending. The next 6 days were a loop of paranoia, nausea, and desperate hope. I imagined confronting her. I imagined forgiving her. I imagined her walking through the door smiling like nothing happened. I imagined packing my bags and leaving before she could. Every scenario hurt. Every version of the future felt wrong. On the 7th night, just after sunset, I heard the front door open. Maya stepped inside, tanned, glowing, smelling of salt and citrus, smelling of another life. A life where I did not exist. Daniel, she said softly, like she was approaching a wounded animal. We need to talk. I stared at her suitcase. Sand clung to its wheels. She sighed, rehearsed and steady. I think we both know this marriage hasn't been working for a long time. I didn't want you to find out this way, but... Are you in love with him? I whispered. A long pause. Too long. She didn't answer directly. That was my answer. Something in me cooled. Hardened. Settled. I saw the messages, I said. All of them. A flash of guilt. Then resignation. I'm sorry you had to see that. Not sorry she wrote them. Sorry I read them. I walked past her, opened the door and nodded. Then go. She blinked. Just like that. I met her eyes, finally, clearly, painfully, and said, You already left a long time ago. I'm just unlocking the door. For a moment, she looked like she wanted to explain, defend, or rewrite the truth. But she didn't. She stepped outside. As she wheeled her suitcase down the driveway, she turned once, maybe to see if I'd call her back. I didn't. The door closed with the same soft click as the day she left. But this time it felt like freedom. Or something close to it. Something I might learn to call peace.